Are you ready? Hello, YouTube. Welcome. I was just talking to the lovely folks in Twitch chat saying nothing much. Just that it's been a little while, but we're here now. That's what matters. We're going to do some web app stuff. I like web app stuff. I've got some snacks. I got some leftovers from my friends. My bestie's birthday party, which was here on Friday. So I have all the things that people didn't bother finishing. And that's it. That's all I have to say. It's a lovely Sunday. Weather's delightful, so yet again I'm inside. But maybe I'll go out later. Let's try and get my editor working, shall we? Oh, I'm not even running Safari. Okay. In the void. How do I do the thing? I haven't done this in 2 weeks. I don't remember what the buttons are. Aha, there we go. And this one should be... I wish I could get it to, like, remember. Hey, that looks like nearly the right size. There we go, that looks good. And then... oh, I don't have Calcite installed. That's upsetting. There we go. That'll do. Lovely. So. Do I have anything to say? No. Okay. So let's explain what I want to do. I would like to work on a little admin interface that you can put on Wisp Gleam apps. So Gleam being the programming language, really lovely. You should try it, and then sponsor me, the lead developer of it. And Wisp is Wisp Gleam is this. It's like a little web framework for it, which is it's not Rails or Laravel sort of level. It doesn't have all bells or whistles. It's more of a Flask or a Sinatra or an Express, that kind of a thing. So it gives you oh gosh, my eye's twitching. Ooh. More like Express. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Ed! 3 months! Oh, Ed! My dude, thank you so much. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, pal? What's happening? So, what I wanted is... Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Does anyone remember? What's the name of the nice... is it Brex something? Brex... Oh, what was that? Oh, 2 months. Isaac, thank you so much. Thank you very much for the sub. And we've got a hype train, so you know. Listen to Daddy Bezos and keep giving me things. Oh, I felt dirty saying that. Oh, I immediately feel regret. Okay, so the thing I want to work on is... Oh, wow, and a very German-looking name has just followed. Let's see if I can do it. Spielzetschemacher des Toads. I just sorry. Oh my gosh, Isaac, five gifted subs. Whoa. I should not stream for 2 weeks more often, and then I come back and everyone's just very kind. Really appreciate it, folks. Super cool. Oh, that's really nice. That's put me in a really good mood to start this thing off. Let's try and explain what I'm doing, eh? Or trying to do. So, where's my Gleam folder? Gleam. I think I put the link to the thing in here. This fella, Backpecs, which is a silly name. It makes me think of like, you know, like pecs, like big muscly, muscly boobs, but like on your back. Like the world's most sculpted back. Marchelle in YouTube chat. Hello, friend. How you doing? Toy Maker of Death, but in German. Ah. Which... Okay, so like... Masher, is that maker? And der Toads? So des is probably of, right? Toads? Is that death? I don't know. Anyway. So this is a really lovely demo. I want something like this for Gleam. So you make your web app and then you want to enable people in the office, like business administrators, to be able to do small amounts of CRUD, like, oh, I want to see who the users are. Oh, I'm going to add some permissions to that user. Or like, oh, I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to add a new product to this person's account, that kind of thing. And I want people to be able to like quickly get those sort of good enough, like 80–90% of the time interface and just plonk it on top of their web app and not have to do all the custom boring CRUD stuff, because it's going to be mostly the same. And then just do a bit of minimal configuration to say, there are these database tables, they they have these fields of these types, they can be these ones can be edited, these ones can't be edited, that kind of jazz. Spiel is toy, Matcha is maker, des of toads is death. That's interesting, because like often if you like squint at, as an English speaker, I feel like you can squint at German, you can sort of pick out where the words come from, because it has that, you know, a third of English is an old Germanic language, right? But toads, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel familiar to me at all. Anyway, so this is what I want, and I haven't looked at this codebase in a little while. Oh, I haven't looked at this codebase in a little while, so I don't really remember what I've got. So let's have a look at what it does. I've got a bit of a cold again. I seem to be like permanently plagued with a cold. So if I just suddenly mute and run off screen, it's because I need to sneeze or something. Aha! Here we are. Oh. Where did I put it? Admin, there we go. I put it here. Oh, look at that. As you can see, this user interface is just as good as this one. But you can see like users and you can paginate through them. Oh, or maybe you can't. Is that just because the page size is too small? Yeah, it's because there's nothing on the next page. Shouldn't it like not show the next button in this case because there isn't any? Maybe I should look at that. And you can view individual people, and you can change things. I'll hit save, hit refresh. Oh, look, it's all saved and working. This font is way too small for you folks, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's usable. It looks hideous. I'm kind of hoping that some person who's good at CSS will land and, I don't know, tailwind it up or something, make it look nice. But what I want to do, I sort of started, so it's all based around the idea of a query builder, right? Is that true? Well, there's a lot, it's based around lots of different things, but one of the key things is dynamically generating SQL, because you don't know until the library's been configured at runtime what columns and stuff there is, so you have to be able to generate that stuff. Oh, I received a level 2 hype train emote. I don't know what that means. I click the share button there. Sadly, all my UIs also look like this. I like the back end more, but sometimes one needs to do front end too. Yes, yeah, it's true, but like this UI is like super functional. Like, you know how this works. It loads quickly. Probably looks rubbish on mobile though. Ooh, and Rosh Mike has sent me a link to something. UI kit. What's that? I don't know what it is. It's something. It'd be nice if I had a demo, so you could see like actually what it is. Come on. Show me some components then, I guess. Which of these do I want? Form. Oh, here we go. Boop. Boop. Yeah, they look fine, I suppose. Form controls. Yeah, I mean, I guess it looks alright. There's like, yeah, maybe we just dump one of those things in and that'd be enough. I like Boomer. Daisy UI, says Isaac. Bootstrap. Everyone's throwing out their favourite things. I can't remember which one I used. I remember I used to use Boomer like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something. It's still around. Gosh, it's a very boisterous thing. Which was the one I used? It was tiny. Was it, Nano something? What is it called? Not Nano. It was super tiny. They've just released version 2. Haley go, Pico CS. Oh yes, Chris and Polo just went like in there in YouTube chat. Hey Alex, can Gleam? Let's try that again. Alex says, yo, hey friend. Can Gleam integrate with Flutter? Flutter, the Dart framework for making UIs. I don't know. I've no idea. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Dart at all. I read the language design introduction thingy and went, oh, that's interesting, and then never use it. So I couldn't tell you anything about it. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, Pico CSS. Yeah, maybe I just dump this in. I like that this doesn't have any particular like styling or anything, you know. Yeah, let's just do that. Should we just dump this in? How do I get it? Tell me how to do it. Get started. There we go. Download Pico CSS. Okay. Wait, hold on. I don't. Let's do it the leet hacker way. So what have I got here? I've got. Oh, it's a zip file. That's exciting. Oh gosh, that's way more than I expected. Oh dear. Okay, I just want to see the. Is there not a pre-compiled version? Oh my gosh, what's all these things? This is way more complicated than I thought it was. And then link CSS, Pico CSS min. Okay, so I can just ignore the other things, I suppose. Okay. Pico CSS. Pico.min.css here. Nice, and then let's get rid of all the other things. Pico main, hooray! And then we need to serve static assets. Average minimal CSS library. Probably better to download from CDN. Yeah, that would have been smart, Chris. Maybe I should have just done that. Should host a hackathon. Gleam hackathon could be fun. But like a chill, non-competitive one. I'm not really into that whole stay awake for 3 days thing. Let's see if I can remember how this application works. In fact, there's loads of things I want to change this application. Handler? Handle? Where is admin console? Here we go. Okay, so Hmm. How are we going to do this? Because we need to know the asset location to use them. Apparently making a simple prod ready starter kit based on top of Wisp for a REST API development. And I'm employing Gleam. That's great. That's really cool to hear. It's really nice to see people make stuff, you know. I think we're at a point, I think, where we really want people to make more applications. I think that's really important. What was the library called? Go.maintenance. I'm just going to call this styles.css. I don't think I need anything else. Style sheets, and I need to get priv directory, which is where the thing's stored, and that is in. Do I have the Erlang library installed? No, I'm going to need that. Gleam, add Gleam Erlang. Oh no, it's in the it's a dev dependency at the moment. So let's go to oops, pop that here. There we go. And the application name is badminton. I haven't done any Wisp in a while. I can't remember the API is. Send file? File download? Can I just like send? Okay. Wisp.okay. Isn't there a send file? File? Yeah. Static pkmin CSS, static ego.min.css. What cache header am I supposed to be using for this? I don't know. Oh, who's that? Hey, PC Ho, thank you for following. What's going on in chat? I looked away for a second. I'm trying to figure out your hairstyle from the hat. Looks cool. I've just had a haircut, so my sides are extra short, and I've still got this ridiculous amount of stuff on top. It's getting very long, which I'm really enjoying. It just started as laziness, and it's still here. I'm pushing a lot for my company to use Gleam in small internal projects. See how it goes. Awesome. That's so cool. Thank you. If we like it, we will consider sponsoring the project of the company. Yes, that's what we want. We really want people to start using Gleam and giving, you know, to a company insignificant amounts of money. The biggest problem Gleam has at the moment is funding, which is a shame. We do really well for an open source project, especially one that isn't directly selling anything or doesn't live within some other corporation. That doesn't mean we're doing like amazing in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, help. Yeah, we really need to find new ways of getting money in. It is a problem. This isn't reachable because it's shadowed by that one. Let's put it first. I can't remember how the cache control headers work. Can you? I'll just leave it for now. To do add cache headers. Gleam merch. Gleam merch is being worked on. I've got a friend who's setting up a merch business who's working on not plushies but like t-shirts, stickers, that kind of thing. He's been having a bunch of unrelated stuff go on, so it's taking longer than we hoped, really. But you know, that is life. Oh, I didn't actually add the link to the body. So now we need to change the layout. I can find a layout one to have that hyperlink. Hyperlink? No. Style sheet link. Page HTML. So we're going to put the context in here now. Oops. So you now need to take. Oh gosh, how did I do that? Oh dear. Incompetency. So much incompetency. Okay, so how do you add a link? I always forget. Link. Attribute ref. Rel. Is it style sheets? And the other one is href. I'm an Elixir dev, so I don't really know the syntax of Gleam. What exactly does Wisp OK function call return? Sounds like it returns a tuple, but I don't think it does. It returns a HTML. No, it returns a HTTP response with an OK status, so status 200. Do I need to learn Erlang/Elixir before I learn Gleam? No, you do not. There are people who write Gleam who have never used either of those languages. It'd be useful if you want to write FFI stuff and you specifically want to use the Erlang backend rather than the JavaScript one. But you don't need to do that. You can use other people's packages. And I think that's what most people do. In fact, I think it's good to stick within Gleam, at least for the beginning, so you get more used to Gleam. I think not a lot, but some people turn up and they immediately just dive into FFI and they spend all their time writing Erlang or doing things to try and work around Gleam's type system instead of just using Gleam. And I think that often puts them in a not particularly good place. You want to use the language for the strengths of the language, not go, oh, I like this language. Okay, well, let's now write everything in Erlang so I don't have to use a type checker. It's why are you using Gleam? It doesn't help you. Right, let's actually try and remember how to do this thing. Oh, no, there's going to be a link here. It is href. Fantastic. I've only been a professional developer for over a decade. You'd think that maybe I would remember this stuff at all, eh? So this should be a slash followed by context.prefix followed by a slash and styles.css. Oh, because that's going to go here. Boom. Lovely. Cool. Do excuse me, folks. I'm still a little bit coldy. Totally not writing Erlang right now. See, exactly. It's just what happens. So let's see what this looks like now. I'm quite excited. Whoa. It needs a bit of work, but it's already way better. It's already way better. Oh, look at that. How do I go back? Back. Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. I kind of like the full size table. That's kind of cool. I want to make it smaller. Full size table kind of makes sense, I suppose. I need to try and work out how to make all the other stuff look good, though. Okay, so let's go look at the docs for not Borma. Go. Gosh, this isn't what I was going to work on at all. But you've already made it. You've pushed me in a different direction. One that has made it already much more satisfying to work with. So I want layout container. I'm not sure I do want a container. Components. Where's the forms? Here we go. Right. Overview. What if I want a cute little inline searchy form? How do I do that? Oh, put a small below them to just help us. That's really nice. Oh, that's it. Okay, this is what I want, isn't it? Like, I want exactly this. I'm going to put everything inside a field set. Field set. Maybe? I don't get what the difference is. What is it trying to show me here? Hey, Powergun, how's it going? What have you been up to? Okay, well, I'm just going to copy this one. So I want a field set with a group row. Oh, I can take this opportunity to show you the cool thing that I this cool thing that exists. Luster converter. Look at this cool thing. Hey, pasting some HTML. Get luster syntax out of it. That's something we made on a previous stream. It saves me a lot of time. So search. I can't remember what's the thing called. It's just a search. Here we go. Okay, so. Oh wow, there's a search element. Maybe I should be using that. Could I just put the role on it? Oops. And that looks the same otherwise. So let's just save that and see what that looks like. Oh. That's not quite what I want. Does it need to be specifically specifically a field set? That's a shame. I quite liked the fact it was a search. I thought that was cool. Or maybe I can do search. Maybe I can do that to keep it more semantically meaningful still. It looks the same. Oh. How does it work? Oh, I know what it is. It's because the field set is outside of the form. That's got to be what it is, right? Yeah, I guess it wouldn't make any sense to have a field set outside of a form, eh? Yay! That is much nicer. It's still really big. I'd like it if it was not like that. Okay, so next up, how do I do the container thingy? There's a really annoying, like, high-pitched noise coming from somewhere else on my window, and it's very annoying. No idea, not a clue. It's irritating though, that's for sure. It really helps me think. Let's look at the docs. So we've got semantic containers. Okay, is that it? I would like components nav. God, that noise is getting louder. What is it? Not a clue. It sucks though. Yeah, I'm not having much luck lately. I've got a car that costs almost nothing, but whatever. Parked outside my house, and someone crashed into it the other day. While I wasn't home, they just drove into the parked car. My car got off like fairly lightly. I think it's repairable. The door doesn't open anymore. But the very expensive Tesla that was parked next to me was completely fucked. Really, really, really smashed up bad. I think it's a write-off. But I don't know who it belongs to because it hasn't moved. As far as no one's even looked at it since. Vertical snapping, breadcrumbs. This looks nice. I like this. This looks really good. Is there something for like headings and stuff? Typography. Okay, well let's just put what's the next flex container thing around it? Container fluid. Oh, or container fluid for oh, maybe I want this around. Oh, maybe that's what I want. Put that on everything. So let's get rid of that. Go to here, and then I want to put on the body. Container fluid. I've been listening to Electric 6, so I'm going to be humming it all day. Sorry, folks. Oh, that immediately looks a lot nicer. It's a bit tight on the top here, but maybe I think we would want a nav bar anyway. This looks great. This is looking really nice. Okay, so what do we need for a nav bar? We need ooh, what does this do? Useful to use also scribble an element of content extensible. Useful to have a responsive table. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so let's pop that on the table. Since yesterday, I was just browsing YouTube, watching vids about Gleam and getting more and more hyped about the lang, and boom! Live video of the Clater of the language is happening. Awesome. Hey! Well, I'm glad you found us. Thanks for coming. It's always lovely to hear when people getting hyped about Gleam, you know. Super nice. Okay, I'm sold. This Pico CSS, I liked it. Yeah, I like it because it's so out the way. I mean, I'm not very good at, I used to do lots of front end, but for the last some number of years, I've been doing compilers and stuff. So I've not really had the opportunity to do much front end. And so I've got quite bad at it. So I am still remembering things and learning things, but there's not much to it. It's mostly just if you've written good HTML, it looks nice, which is what I want really. I just want like, imagine if the browser had a slightly more fancy default styles. This plus HTMX, and I can get rid of 90% of the front end. Yeah, I like writing front ends that feel very similar to vanilla HTML, but just with like a little bit extra. In fact, I've been playing with HTMZ instead of HTMX, which is like a really basic one. It's 166 bytes. Isn't that wild? There you go. There's the whole library. It's really cool. Although I use this version of it. This is the whole library. With way too many comments, obviously. And that does most of what I want from HTMX, which is really cool. I do actually believe that HTML should now have a asynchronous form thing, some attribute that makes forms submit asynchronously, like a new version of frames, basically, is what I want. Excuse me. But it doesn't have it, so until then, HTMZ. I'm not saying you should use this for everything, but I think you can get pretty far with it, you know. And then you can come along and make something more sophisticated later. Okay, so let's put this autoflow over thing on my table. HTML.table. Class. Overflow. Overflow. Auto. I still get so excited by all of the language server stuff. The fact I can autocomplete functions and things. I know it seems kind of like basic and obvious, but I've been writing this language for what, like 8 years. So it's just the fact it has all this amazing tooling now is so cool. Oh, and Ross Mike followed me. Thanks, pal. Thank you very much. Okay, so, oh yes, I wanted to make a nav section, so I need to find the nav stuff. I don't know what a landmark is. I don't know what those mean. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore that, and then I'm going to go to components, nav. Lovely. Unsolved inland only on hover. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, there's like a little burger. Oh, doesn't do anything. Why is that? I don't get it. Oh, drop down. Drop down. That's what I want. I want to drop down. Oh, yes. That's what I want. Then I can put all like the different tables in this little drop down. That's what I want. Okay, so this framework you're doing reminds me of the bad experience from 2016 Java front-end server I worked with. Maybe it's nice, but I've been burnt. Which bit are you talking about? The CSS framework, or you said you like CSS framework. I'm not sure which framework you mean. The oh, do you mean the DSL for making HTML instead of having a templating language or something? Yeah. I suspect that anything in Gleam is going to feel quite different to Java. It's quite similar to Elm, but if you've ever used Elm, but I'm only using it for what am I using it for? I'm only using it for server-side rendering. I'm not doing any fancy in-browser state update stuff at the moment. Closest I got was Scala. Scala's pretty cool. Scala's like if you look at the spectrum of functional programming, I'd say Gleam is on one end and Scala's on the other. They're like two radically different approaches to functional programming. This looks really nice. So, oh, why is it right to left though? I don't understand why that's... I don't understand that. Nice though. Okay, so let's try and get this to work then. So I want... Let's just grab the whole thing. And then go to Elaster, HTML, converter. Copy that. Gosh, that looks very verbose. Let's get rid of... I don't need that. And what's this right to... Let's get rid of that. HTML page, HTML. Let's pop that in the body. Oops. Ooh. What's it moaning about now? Oh, is there a bug in my Oh, it's because I'm gonna do like element.text instead of text. It's not a bug, I've just got different functions defined. Oops. Element. It would really help if I could spell, eh? Nice. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. How do I stop it from having like a... how do I stop it from touching the top? Small question. Are you using Lustre? because I saw it and I'm not sure about how it works. Does it compile to a JavaScript single page app or is it server rendered? Well, that's the cool thing about, so yes, I am using Lustre. That's the cool thing about Lustre is that it can do many different things. I'm just using it as a templating language. So I have a server, I want to run some HTML, I make a Lustre DOM tree document thing, and then I just call like Lustre to string, and then I send that to the client. So it's just normal HTML. Or you could run it inside, you could compile it to JavaScript and you can run it as a single page app using the sort of state update model that you get with Elm, which is a really nice way of making user interfaces, I think. It's very nice. Or you could even do it the live view way, the Elixir live view way, where you have all your HTML DOM stuff is rendered on the front end, but your state still lives in the back end and they talk to each other over WebSockets. So when someone clicks on it, it dispatches an event, and then you can, in your back end, have access to loads of state that you couldn't necessarily have on the front end, like a direct connection to, I don't know, like a large language model or some kind of data stream or private stuff that you wouldn't necessarily want to have from the client. And then you just send, and then it just automatically sends DOM patches across. And that mutates the state on that side. So it's a super flexible library. You can do loads of different things. And what makes it really awesome is that it means you can pick. So normally if you pick React, you have to do all the things server side, the opposite of what I said. If you pick React, you have to do everything client side. If you pick Elixir Live View, you've got to do everything server side. With Lustre, you can decide, well, it makes sense to have 80% of the app be client side, but these components, like maybe the chat section or the notification, I don't know, these things, it would make a lot of sense to have those server side to do it that way. Or maybe you want to do everything server side because you really like the live view user experience, developer experience. But these components, we need them to feel really snappy. They need to be really fast. So I'm going to have those client side, and you can pick and choose, you know, where to draw that line through your application, which is a superpower, I think, of Lustre. It's a really nice bit of kit. Hey Andrew, how's it happening? Okay, what am I supposed to do to put a gap at the top here? Nice to see a new language like Gleam already having a big ecosystem for web dev and lots of other things. Yeah. But it's something we're deliberately focusing on. We've identified web development and SaaS and business web programming as being an area that's probably going to see a lot of use for Gleam. So we're putting loads of work into making sure the libraries and tooling and everything is there for you. And then you can make stuff, is the idea. Sounds like Next.js for React. It's way more powerful than Next.js. Next.js is very limited in comparison to what Gleam and Lustre can do. Can you do that in a single project? Or do you need a single project to compile to JS? You could have one project, so a mono repo effectively, that has 2 Gleam packages in it. And you could even have 3, like one for the shared code, and then back-end specific and front-end specific, and they can depend upon each other. Margin top in your surrounding. No. I don't want to write any custom CSS at all. I want to see if I can just do all Pico classes. Like, what am I supposed to? I feel there's something I'm meant to put on here to make it fit. I named my 3-week-old son Louis. Good name. Congratulations. Oh, and belated happy birthday to Louis. Oh, that's so lovely. Congratulations, my friend. That's so lovely. Or did Louis or Lewis? Because I can only see how you spelt it, and it can be said both ways, depending on what bit of the world you're from. Mine's French, so Louis. Louis. Oh, and the little guy's on your lap as you speak. Hello, Louis. Hello from one Louis to another. Oh, babies are great, aren't they? I mean, kids are great. Okay, so what am I missing? Do you think I'm supposed to put a container thing on it? Let's go to layout, container. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it kind of wrong for a bit. Oh, maybe we should put it in a header. Get a response. Get vertical padding. Is that what I want? That is what I want. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in a header. This is getting a bit verbose, so I'm going to pull this out. HTML.header. No. Yeah, header. Nav. And let's put nav here. Get rid of that comma that always trips me up. That ringing is still here. It's really annoying. Hey, that looks nice. Okay. Okay, so it's very big, this. I'm going to make it smaller. This seems like oddly aligned as well. That doesn't look like it's correct for this. So nav, there we go. So how does it know what the text is going to be? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. And we can get rid of the, so let's add a title to this then. And then we can put this in here. Like Jimmy Carter, like. I'm sorry, I won't sing. I'll restrain myself. Yeah, it's Jimmy Carter by Electric Six. It's just been in my head all morning. Lovely song. There we go. Nice. Users. And if I click on a particular one, users, one. Okay, let's try and make this drop down show the different resources, I suppose. I guess that's the way to do it. I'm not very good at UI design, so this is probably rubbish, but like, it'll do something. What does context have in it? Has the list of resources. Okay, that's what I want. So if you go to home, that already does like a list of resources type thing. Let's copy this and go to account. Okay, so we've got a UL. That's the same. Is it just a... Oh, it is. It's like exactly the same. Just links and anchors. Oh, getting confused. That one? No. No. Oh, okay, so close that, close that, close that, close that, close that. No. No? Oh, bother. Why is this an error? There we go. Okay. I'm very good at this whole computer thing. Yay! That's nice. So what do we call them? We call them resources. Do we put the one that's here? What if I just put the title here? It's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I'm not sure about this. Users, woohoo, payments. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. It'd be nice if the one that you were on was highlighted or something. It would be nice if it didn't like extend. Oh, that's why it was right to left. Oh. Oh. I suddenly understand it. Okay, so where was that? That was under components, nav, the RTL. Okay. Where's my UL? Is this it? No. This is it. No. Attribute dir. Oh, there isn't. There just isn't one. That's not included. Okay. Attributes to attributes. Der RTL. Very, very, very slowly starting to understand. Oops. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. No, that still doesn't look right. Oh. Oh. Oh no, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Whatever is good enough, eh? This looks really silly. I mean, I'm not wildly happy with it. Cool. Okay. Well, that's looking way better than it was before. Is there anything else I want to do in terms of styling? I think maybe not. Yeah. Pico. Style with Pico CSS. So a thing I wanted to do was, where is it? I've got this query thing, which is like turning, I built a tiny little kind of rubbish SQL query thingy. And you've got like a select, an update, and a delete. No insert yet. I should probably make an insert. And then you can see it used here. And at the moment, I'm building strings directly in the library. And I think it would be nice to have it used as this little SQL DSL as well. And then you could even apply that to other things like different databases. So not just support Postgres, support other databases too. And I don't know. Even things that aren't really, I don't know, things that aren't SQL. Like you could use it for S3, I suppose, or files, or anything really. You just decide what you want to support. Okay. So let's move this somewhere. And I'm going to call this, I don't know, I'm just going to put SQL. Yeah, yes. And let's move that here as well. SQL to SQL. Sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? Do 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 do. It's not unusual. Do 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 do. Marvelous. Okay, and now should we try and hook it up, or should we try and do insert? I mean, I don't actually insert in the application, so maybe I shouldn't bother. Okay, how about let's make a parameter type as well. Parameter. And a parameter can even be text, which is a string, or it can be an int, which is not a string, an int, or a float. There's a float. Do you want to call them, like, just make it clearer? Oh, I've said this is a float as well. What other things can you give to a database? I suppose something could be nullable. In which case you'd have, or would you just put null? Would you bother? Was the bother? I'm not sure. How would you do it? Let's just stick with these things for now. These three, and then let's make a library. Let's make another module which is like SQL post. I'm using the PGO library for Postgres, so let's call it SQL PGO. And this is going to be an adapter for the SQL SQL modules, SQL DSL. Gosh, that's a mouthful. For running the queries against PostgreSQL using the Gleam PGO library. Nice. So what are we going to need? We're going to need to import SQL, and we're going to need to import Gleam PGO, and execute. Let's look at how we use PGO in this library. PGO. Okay. Do you ever actually decode anything? Oh, look, we do decode things. Okay, okay, cool. So we want... It's going to be tricky because certain things like Booleans are going to vary. The decoders are going to be different. That's really annoying. I think we're going to have to make a decoder thing as well. I've made this parameter type. Does that exist? Oh, I've got a value. What on earth is a value? Oh, I see. Maybe value should be called query value or something. Nice, okay. So parameter, maybe we should call this a reference value. Query value. Okay. It's getting a bit complicated, this. So execute is going to take, it's going to take a query. It's going to say value. What's it? Oh, what should it return? It's all getting a bit complicated now. So it's going to take a query, which is a query. It's going to take some parameters. Hey, guape. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. It's going to take some parameters, which is going to be a list of values. And then we want to return a, what else we need? We need a connection, which is a PGO config connection. There we go. And we don't need a decoder because we're going to derive that, and we want to return a list of values, value, or what does it return in the error case? Let's add a query error. Excuse me. Query error. Nice. And query error. Type. Query error. And we'll just say constraint failed name. Constraint violation. Name, string, detail, also string, and then database error. That could just be a string. So what do we want? Yeah, that'd be fine. Cool. So, how am I going to do this? We want to turn our parameters into values. No, values to PGO. Value is a value. And we want to return a PGO dot. What do they have? Do they have a value? Oh, they do. PGO dot value. I like the word value, it turns out. Guess what the rest of them are going to be, eh? Nice. Hey Spy, good morning. Everybody's favorite Gleam superhero. What time is it for you, my friend? We're doing a wee bit of SQL adaptory stuff for this nice library. Well, this questionable library I'm making. So parameters, well, that's equal to, what is it equal to? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Oh, I'm having a good time. Parameters is equal to, I'm going to map over them. Whoops. Whoops. Over the parameters with value to PG. PG. It's because I spelled parameters wrong. And we need a decoder. What's our decoder going to be? It's 4:30 a.m. here. Oh. My friend, what are you doing? That's not good for you. What are you doing? Oh, okay, well, you know. Oh, well. Right. What are we doing? So the next thing we need to do, we need to make it a decoder. How on earth are we going to do that? Decode value. This should be pretty simple. Oh, we need a null. We need a null. We do need a null. How does this work? Null value. Okay, and now this is going to error because I ain't handling that null value. Null? Nice, there we go. Okay, so now we need a value decoder. And that's going to be dynamic. Dynamic. Let's return a result of a value or a list of decode error. And what's going on? Done. Okay. Let's map this. It'd be much better. Okay. Nice. Oh yes, that's just wrong. Really? I didn't import it? Surprised by that. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting spammed. How do I delete the spammer? I wanna ban. Yeah, there you go. Boom, you're gone. What have I done? Okay. I was wondering for some time, what is the purpose of line numbering like that? Oh, this relative line number thing. I don't actually use it. It's just what came with the config I use for my editor. But the idea is that you can do like, oh, I want to go to where it says execute, so I can do like 14 up. Or I want to go down to where it says value to PGO, so I can do 18 down. I don't really use it. It's just a bit pointless to me. But I don't use any line numbers of any way, so it doesn't really matter which configuration on. I mean, I could turn them off, I suppose, but it just feels weird because I'm just so used to editors having line numbers, even though I don't use them, so it's completely wasted space. Maybe I should just turn them off. What do you think about having some sort of generic standard SQL library in Gleam and have all the drivers for different databases use that, like Golang? I love that. It's so consistent. I don't know what the interface is. Like, how does that work? What do you do in Go? Do you pass in an interface which knows how to execute queries or something? I'm not sure. I mean, you could do that. Let's see why not. Could be handy. I find abstracting over databases a little strange. I mean, I know I'm literally doing it here, but that's just because the constraints of this particular library mean you need to. But most of the time, I think you don't care. Or more, no, that's not right. I think most of the time, you want to work concretely, specifically with the database you've got. And so you're never gonna change database. You want to write code that works best on specifically your database. You don't want to write code that works worse on your database but can support all databases. What's the point of that? You're only going to use one database. So I don't really get the point of making them modular. It seems to be like the least modular part of your application. I could be wrong. I almost always am. Okay, so and the decoder is going to be a list of value decoder. And then we can what are we doing? We are saying pgo.execute x query execute. Why is it not suggesting things properly? There we go. That was weird. PGO execute. Oh, I need to convert the query into SQL. So I can do that with SQL.toSQL, pass in the query, and then to SQL takes these two things. So the query parameter prefix in Postgres is $, and to escape a double quote, you put in another double quote. So SQL connection. Let's do it this way around. And then we want to put in the parameters and then the decoder. And if this exceeds, we want to return the rows. I always do the same spelling mistake. But if it fails, what do we want? What is it called? It's called database error, and then we can just inspect the error, which is a terrible idea, but we're going to do it. Oh. Is it? Oh, it's because I didn't wrap that in. Okay. Hey, something might. I mean, it compiles. Nice. It compiles. No type errors. There's probably something wrong with it. So should we try and hook this up then? So now in, what would be a good one to do? Oh, how's this going to work? Let's find a place where we are doing a database thing. Executes. Loading a single row. Oh, now I need to make all my database stuff. Okay. Okay. What does decode row do? What is it? What are these things? It returns a row. And a row is, I think a generic SQL library can be good for prototyping. You can start with a local SQLite database, then move to hosted Postgres without any code changes. Yeah, but Postgres and SQLite have like completely radically different feature sets and performance characteristics and syntax. Why wouldn't you just use Postgres in development? Like you just run brew install Postgres or apt install Postgres and you've got it ready, right? And it may even be less work because you don't have to compile a bunch of C. Like, why wouldn't you just use Postgres in development in that case? Is this badminton? Let's go. Yes, and I'm drawing some. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm making a reusable admin interface thing which you can put on your Wisp Gleam web apps to enable people in the business to do some CRUD without having to make custom UI for them. And maybe 80% of the time, this is all you need. And then if you've got more sophisticated needs, you can do something custom. And I'm currently, I made a little SQL DSL, and I have made a little adapter for that for Postgres, and I'm going to update this CRUD. Currently it generates manually SQL strings depending on the configuration you give it. I'm going to switch over to it doing generation of this SQL DSL, and then that can then be used to run against different databases or other data stores, really. So what's next? Now I'm going to start integrating it into the app and see if I can make that work. And who knows, maybe it'd be mildly useful at some point in the future. Who just followed me? Fafa A. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to my first stream in a million years. It's been so long. Maybe I've never streamed before. That seems possible, doesn't it? So let's let's import these two fellas. Imports SQL and SQL PGO. Oh, what's that noise? Cool, and let's say execute query. Oh, I'm going to need to abstract over the connection in some way, aren't I? That's going to be annoying. Okay, well, let's just try and let's just push the boundary back, and we'll keep doing that until we find the right point to parameterize it. So what do we need? We're going to need a query, which is a SQL.query. We're going to need we're going to need a connection, which is going to be a PGO.connection. Where is the connection? Oh, I guess I've already imported it. Connection. And we need some parameters. Wow, I spell parameters wrong the same way every time. That's quite interesting. Value. And it's going to return a result of a list of row. Is it a row? Is that what I said they're called? What is a row? Oh, it's got an ID. Oh, neat. Okay. Field value. Okay, so we need to do a bunch of transformations on it. That's cool. So again, it's return a list of row or SQL query error. Nice. What do you think about OCaml? I think it's amazing. Really good language. I'm very interested in it, and I noticed that Gleam took a lot of inspiration. Yeah, I mean, Gleam and OCaml are in the same family of languages. They're both in the ML family. I think Gleam is a lot smaller than OCaml, and OCaml's got, in my opinion, a lot of sharp edges. There's a lot of surprising things in OCaml. I think with Gleam, we've avoided lots of those pitfalls. And what the ecosystem is geared up towards is very different. So we're doing lots of SaaS, businessy stuff, and if you look through the OCaml package manager, there's a lot of, I don't know, like more, there's honestly a lot of blockchain stuff in there, but there's a lot of like theorem proving stuff and compiler stuff. It's just a whole different world, really, and their tooling's quite well. I'm being unfair because I haven't used it in a couple of years, but the tooling is not great for OCaml last time I looked, which is a bit upsetting. So SQL_PGO execute query connection parameters. Lovely. How are we going to... Oh, but now I need to know what the ID is. Do we always put the ID first? Maybe that's just the rule. We say like the ID always goes first. Oh, excuse me. Maybe that's the thing. What is the definition of row again? ID is always an int? Okay. That's not true. Okay, but for now we're just gonna say it's always an int. Oh, we can do some horrible U's here. Okay, so rows. Oh, look at this horrendous programming I'm doing. And then I'm going to say row. Rows. Oh dear, oh, it's all gone a bit Pete's on. What's next? Oh, by the way, hi Jack. Like, I've responded to the thing you said, but I didn't say hello to you. What kind of a friend am I here? Well, maybe that's the mark of a friend. Like, complete disrespect. At least in England and Ireland, I think that's the case, and Scotland. I don't know about Wales. Is my mouse not working? Something's wrong with this mouse, you know. Something's wrong with all my technology. I'm all for disrespecting my friends. Oh, good. It's good to hear that it seems to be a universal European thing of just being like, oh, I like that person. I'm going to be really horrible to them. I'm always a bit suspicious when, like people from, when I've met people from the United States, they always seem just like genuinely nice and helpful and friendly. And as a European, that makes me distinctly uncomfortable. I was like, wow, they must really not like us. Good morning, Majesty. Good morning. What time is it for you? It is coming up to 1 in the afternoon for me here in London. So I want a row. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? What are we building? We're building an admin UI widgety thing for Wisp Gleam applications, so you can really quickly get a CRUD interface for business people to use. And what am I doing? Well, I've just made a little SQL DSL query thingy, and then I made an adapter for Postgres, and now I'm starting to integrate it into the code to see how that fits. And the goal here is to make it a bit easier to work with these dynamic SQL things rather than rather than building SQL strings, and then enable this tool to be used with different data stores. So in like, I made it with Postgres, but also be able to use with other things too is the idea. I'm by New York. You're not in New York. You buy the city or you buy the state? And it is 7:50 a.m. Gosh, very early. Very, very early. Row. If it is, let's just crash if we get these wrong, because like this is a logic error. It's not a user error. Well, let's not expose it to them. Say so panic, and we can say no ID was return. Row was empty, no ID. And then we want to have a if what's the int called? Int value. If there's an int value followed by row, we can return a row where the ID is the ID, and then we can map across the row with a new function called, what do we want to do? So we've got a list of SQL values and we want to turn it into a row, which is field values. SQL value to field value. Value, SQL value. It'd be really cool to have like, my mum complains every time I say like in one of these. She doesn't like it. She doesn't enjoy it. That use of like would have been fine. So I'm gonna try to say like less. Otherwise I upset my mum by saying things like I was just like upset, you know, like about how like they did this thing. Like I'm in New Jersey, but I say New York since not everyone knows where New Jersey is. I'm not sure. Where's Old Jersey? Field value. It's all feeling very familiar now. SQL.int value. Is there just a int? So int value. Oh, int or text. Oh, I don't even have a float. Oh, I'm gonna have to add a float. Okay, ints I float. Oh, I don't have a null either. Okay. String. No, this is text value, isn't it? Text value. Oh, look at that lovely error message, by the way, that's been recently added. String is a type. It cannot be used as a value. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on, let me scroll up a bit. If I can find my mouse, my Five or Mousekewitz. Oh, and the error didn't move. Here you go. Unknown variable, string is a type. It cannot be used as a value. How good is that? It's so good. And then for the other ones, we can just like panic as null not yet supported, and float values. Okay, and this should be text as well. And float is meant to have an argument. Isn't Old Jersey a British island? Yeah, there is. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's named after the island. That would make sense. New York is nothing like old New York. No, New York is nothing like Old York. Nothing at all. I know where you live, says sick, tired, alone, angry. It's a suitably ominous message for the username. I was once in New Amsterdam. It was once New Amsterdam. Yeah, I like that name. It's quite nice. And if it is panic as unexpected ID type, not an int. Okay. And this is the fields values. What's the error about? It's returning a list of row, but it should return a. Oh, it's because this is meant to be result on map, not list on map. Boom. Type checking is cool. You don't have to run anything. You're like, yeah, this probably works. Who cares? I've been given nearly 2 hours. I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to get more snacks because my plate is completely empty, which is very sad. Very, very, very sad. Right. How do I do this? 3-minute snack break. And then, oops, press the wrong button again. Be right back, folks. Be right back. Whoa. Oh, wow. I was perfectly on time. Perfectly on time. Check my little background. It's cute, isn't it? I made it by accident. I'm very talented. Put on your programming gloves. Oh dear. Right. I'm going to try and go out today at some point. I don't know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do, but it's just a nice day. And I don't know about you, but as a programmer, I spend a lot of time inside. Oh, it's not quite. See, wait, if I try this other side. Ooh. Vegetables. My favorite. Good thing I'm a vegetarian, eh? Okay. So what can I do with this? What can I do with this now? I need something. Okay, so what's the simplest SQL query we do? Is it like loading a single row? Load row. Okay. Okay. What do we want to do? Okay, okay. So I've made this function for executing these queries. Now I want to make it so I can use it in some way. So I'm trying to identify the simplest SQL query. I'm going to convert it over to the new way. And I think that's just going to be loading a single row for the show page. I think that's what to do, which is here. So we don't need this no more. Let's try and remember how this DSL works. So SQL.select. Let's grab all of these. From resource dots. I thought I had completions for dots now, but I guess that's on a different branch. Could have sworn we had that. Okay, select from. I can't remember how this. Oh, storage name. There we go. And columns to do. Order by ID. Limit 1. Offset. Oops. Offset 0. Where? So what is the condition? Okay. Query value can be a relation value. So we want to say none ID parameter 1. Is that how it works? I'm presuming it's not a 1, that's not 0. And the parameters is going to be an SQL int value for just the ID. Okay. And how do we get the columns? We need. What are the columns? A list of optional. Oh, because we can pull it from a different table. Okay. ID. How do I get the name from a field? Field name? No. Field. What is a field? Is it a field? Okay. Resource. It's gone a bit squiffy. So here's a resource. It has fields, which is a list of resource item. Resource item field. And then I have a field. Where is the field? Here it is. And that's a storage name. Okay. But I need to say none. Nice. Cool, okay. So then we can execute query, the SQL, the context.database. Is that what it's called? And these. Nice. Error nil? You sure it returns a nil, does it? That seems wrong. Okay, so let's see what that does. Gleam test server. Do you think it's going to crash? I think it's a pretty high chance it's going to crash. Oh no. What was the problem? Syntax error. Oh, that's not how you spell desk, is it? In SQL. SQL, is it desk? Ooh, Degrimra just followed me. Oh yes, I'm missing a letter. Thanks for the follow, pal. That really makes me feel a little bit better about my failure to spell desk. Desk? There you go. Probably a bunch of tests for that in as well. Yeah. Disk. Oh! And Frank Nufjra. Hey! Welcome. Thanks for following. Right. This time it's going to work. Unless it doesn't, in which case, the time after that, it's going to work. Where is it? Oh, boo. The great thing about the great thing about types is that if it compiles, it works every time. Oh, it has a list of things? Oh, am I only saying... I think I'm... Wait. Tuple of 5 element. Oh, wow, it doesn't work like that, does it? Oh, God, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Okay, how does the old decode work? That must have handled this. Decode. This one, I need this. Q query. Whoops. Oh, that's going to happen in... Oh, okay. Yeah, so I need to put that into the SQL library. Decode. D'accord. Where is it? Decoder. Oh, no, it's in the PGO one. That's why I can't find it. Boom. Where's value decoder? Here we go. Oh no, that's still wrong. Row decoder. Back streets back, alright. Where is it? Here we go. So pop that there, and then we want to see a list. Dynamic. What's going on here? Why can't I? Dynamic dot list of value decoder. In fact, I can just pop it in here. I don't need this rubbish. Cool. And then row decoder. Oh, instead of call it value, it should be called row. Nice. Let's try this again. Hey, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. I don't think much of this layout. That's cool, man. It's cool. God, I love Kale. Why has it got two buttons? These buttons look ridiculous. I think we need to improve the styling slightly of this user interface, but that's okay. We can do that later. Oh dear, I'm getting a bit stiff, sore. Let's do my exercise for today. Exercise is important, apparently. Who knew? I was really annoyed when I found that out. If it turns out the yoga people are right, I'm going to be really upset. Cool. Okay, so that's one of them hooked up. Can we do the other ones as well? What are the other ones? PGO.execute. This one's cool. This is the new format. Oh, we got to delete. Oh, that's exciting. So we can just say query delete from we can just grab that same where as well. That's got to be it, right? Oh, you're still in the browser. Thank you very much, dude. You get one of those. Just one of those. Where? And let's grab this. We don't care about rows. What did it do before? Oh, we just redirected. Okay. Don't care about rows. And yeah, that's fine. Nice. Let's try and delete something then. Oops, don't know what just happened there. I pressed the wrong button again. Oh no. Clear. Control L. Oh, okay. Clear. Okay. And you want to connect to, what did I call this? Badminton something? Nice. And insert. Ooh. Nice. Cool. So ID number 16. I don't need the ID. I don't know why I said that. Doesn't matter. Let's run the server. Hop over. Oh, look. Here's me. Let's go over here. Let's delete it. Yeah, it works. Yeah. Fantastic. Tasty. That was easy. So the next one, oh, update. Ooh, that's interesting. So we need to build the, oh look, there's even a typo in it. Update, query. So we need to, how does update work? Oh, that doesn't look so bad. That looks okay, actually. Cool. It's quite nice when it all just sort of clicks together. Seems a lot easier than you might expect. Oh, I see. Okay, because you've got to pass them as, okay. Okay, I'm understanding this now. So, query. And then we want to have the table name again. Oops. Oh. And we're going to need that same where. And what does this return? String field value. It's not quite what I want. Oh, I need like a, no. Oh gosh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, so I need to, do I just enumerate them? Is there an enumerate method? No. Index map? I don't remember what the, what does index map do? Second one is the in, okay. And this is supposed to be string query value, so field followed by oh dear. There's quite a lot of types here. It's quite hard to hold it all in your head. It works though, but like, it does take a bit of thinking. Query value, which is a parameter int. Okay. Like that? Do you mean data? So I'm going to say SQL.updates. Oh. The typo wasn't right. I need one that isn't PJ to field value, but is like field value to SQL value. Adapter to adapter to adapter. Nice. No, it's not there, is it? It's context.db. Do, and then we can pop these just here, why not? Nice. Oh no. Ah, okay, that's because this is meant to be a SQL int value. Nice. Do you think that's going to work? Should we try it? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum-bum. Who gets updated? I vote, oh. What just happened here? That doesn't sound, no, dear, something's going wrong. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, I should have committed. What do you think the problem is? Oh no. Oh dear, that's really upsetting. Boo. Okay. What do we think the problem is? Load row. Let's do a bit of debugging now. And so that's going to return nothing, I guess. Somewhat. Hello, friend. Welcome to me not knowing what I've done. Wow. Oh, it's not logging anything. It's not logging anything. Oh. That URL is just wrong. Ah, okay. There was no reason for me to add that debug logging at all. Like, it was all fine. But why is it going to the wrong page? That's interesting. So where did we do that? We were on users. Oh, let me start the server. We were on users, and the URL is admin users, and then I hit this, and it goes here. How did I get into that? Oh, is it the delete? Oh, users. All right, I'm gonna delete Chris. Sorry, Chris. You're gonna go delete, and then it goes to, oh, there's users with a slash on it. Damn, there we go. Okay, that's interesting. Let's find that, shall we? delete. Is it the delete one redirects you somewhere? Okay. Don't know. Okay. Okay. I think that might do something. Should we find out? So we are on here. I need to make all these URLs better. I should do them all absolute. That would be the correct thing to do, right? So pop, go here, Captain Go. Oh, this isn't. So like, the problem with this UI is that you can't immediately tell this has been disabled. Like it looks like I can edit it, but I can't click into it. And let's change the email. Oh, Intel server error. Let's see what it says. It says unexpected argument count 3 versus 4. Okay. Oops. No, I did want the editor then, didn't I? So let's go to execute query. Query and parameters. You think I spell it wrong the same way every time. You would think I would write some tests for this, wouldn't you? But no. Someone says, hey. Send it again. There we go. Okay, so it's what? Huh? Why is name in there twice? No, I mean 1, 2, 3. But then we used parameter 1 twice, so that's wrong. We've gone off by 1. We've got the classic. Get rid of those and update. Screwface. It's a cool name. Do you like dance music? We had a good Screwface of jungle and drum bass. Increase that by 1. Boom. Do I want to? Yeah. Did it do the thing? Go. Save. Go. Save. Refresh. Yeah, that's working. Nice. Nice. Happy Sunday. Lovely. Nice. So what's the other one? Like load an entire row? Oh, we've got a basic UI now. Nice. So, what am I trying to do now? I'm trying to find the pgo.execute. And this is loading a whole page. Okay, so this is going to be way more interesting now. How's this going to work? Okay. Lovely. How am I going to do this? This is all getting a bit complicated. I guess I should see what this is trying to do. Oh, it does a bunch of stuff. Let's look at the tests for it. Select many. Okay. From users where order by limit offset. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to select. In fact, let's copy from the other one, shall we? Oh no. Oh no. I'm dropping things. Okay, so from storage name, select the ID and columns. So we should probably make like a select columns thing as well. That's probably the way to go, eh? Was it option string? Nice. But we do need to import option. So now we need order by ID descending. Yeah, okay. And then limit 50 offset. Do we have a page number here? Oh, we do. We've got a page size. Okay, page size offset. Oh, there's already an offset. Nice. It's like I know what I'm doing or something. Very not true. And we just don't need a where for now? Oh, we need to figure out the selectable columns thing. Ah, okay. So we only need one parameter. This is way this is actually much simpler than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's cool. So where? Oh, but we need to have this like I. Do we even implement I like? Oh, we've got string contains. Okay, so that would be where SQL.string contains. Case insensitive. The string is going to be. Oh no, hold on. How do we know if we've got a? How do we know if we've got a search term? Oh, here we go. So the search term is a string. So the search term is if it's empty, we don't do any filtering. But then we need parameters as well. Parameters. But if it is not empty, then we need to return a text value for the term. And that string contains that I started building over here. Nice. And this is going to say, oh, it's just called where. Okay, easy. So the string is going to be a, what is it? A query value. Oh, man. This needs to be a composite of multiple things now. That's going to be really annoying. That's really annoying. You know what? This calls for a cup of tea. I'm gonna take a tea break, and then I'm gonna be right back. How do I do this? And back momentarily, folks. See you in a second. Oh dear, it's been slightly longer than 3 minutes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's just the kettle takes a little while to brew, you know? To brew, to boil. So we need to do one of two things here. We need to either add the ability to express or, so this condition or that condition, or I need to be able to concatenate multiple string fields together. I think the or sounds more useful, so let's do that. Which means, wrong one, there we go. Which means diving into the SQL thing, or oh gosh, excuse me. Does it all take a list of conditions, or does it just take left and right? I don't know. What do you think? Should we just say condition? That's probably the simplest way to do it. Is it though? Is it maybe it's less nice to use. Maybe a list of conditions better. Whoops. I don't know what I did there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's do a test. Where equal. Where or gosh, excuse me. Where or of 2. I need to import or. Oh gosh, excuse me. Sorry, Yvonne. My name. Is that right? Or email. Or let's do one for the third one. There's a syntax error in this one. There we go. Or nice. That's not gonna type check. Oh, it's just one or the other, is it? Okay, good. So, or conditions. Well, how does that work? That's going to be, oh. It's going to be boo boo doo boo doo boo boo. How are we going to do this? Maybe left to right was better. So we fold over the conditions. Still an index fold, index fold. There is, good. Conditions from the query, and we take the query, the condition, and the index, and we say the query is, if we're in the first position, then it's just the query. Otherwise, it's the query concatenated onto that. We should probably concatenate on a paren. And then at the end, a closing paren. Condition to SQL with the query and the condition and all these things. Nice. Oh dear. Where does that happen? Oh, okay, that's fine. And oh, because I've used the wrong syntax. It's or. It's not this thing. I'm a fool. What an absolute fool I am. Hooray. Right, so oh, so I want to generate one for each of these. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so we want to say SQL.or list.map searchable fields on the resource, which I think gives you just a field name. Does it? No, yeah, it gives you a name. So this would be a, what's the query value for referencing a field? Reference? No. SQL dot. Relation value. Lovely. So this will be the field name, and the substring is going to be a parameter. Oh, but I need to know the length of it now. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I can figure this out. Cool. This, I mean, this is, I've made a right mess of this. Like, this syntax is horrible. Cool, okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so, and then we need to pass the parameters. Into execute query. Oops, I don't know why I did that. And it does. Phew, that was a bit of a slog. Oh, nice, and decode row isn't used anymore. Decode row. And so this won't be used anymore. Nice, does that mean we've got rid of all of the PGO execution? Yes, nice. Sweet. Okay, cool. So, does that mean everything's converted now? Oh, the order changed. Oh, why did the order change? Why did the order change? So this is... What does it show you then? Doesn't it not... Okay, Safari users. I want to be able to hover over a link and it show me somewhere what the link's URL is going to be. How do I do that in Safari? Like my mouse is on this thing and I'm expecting like down the bottom here, there to be like a little thing that shows you what the URL is going to be. I don't have to open things to go to them, right? Okay, so this one is 14, 13. Oh, it's because I'm counting down instead of up, while previously I was counting up. That's probably what it is, right? That makes a lot of sense. There you go. And that's just because I just picked descending instead of ascending. Do I want ascending or descending? Which one would you which one would make more sense, do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Still, I would love to be able to see the things more easily. That would be nice. Next. Previous. Nice. Okay. We've converted it to a new SQL do hickey thingy mobobby widget MacGuffin. Oh. What should I do now? I should commit. I should definitely commit. Oh. My door just blew open. That's a bit surprising. So, okay. It's starting to coalesce into like a proper thing now. Use SQL DSL. Desk most recent first is better. Okay, we're going to go with Varpy says. That's as good a reason as any for me. So what do we want? Test. So write some tests. I should probably write some tests. Oh, a thing I don't like actually is I think this DSL we've got is wrong. Not DSL. I think this using this admin console, like having it be a middleware rather than a handler, I think is wrong. Lovely. I think it should not be that. How should it work though? Hey Nina, how's it going? How you doing? We've just finished converting this little mountable web app thing from building SQL strings directly to using a query builder, which is quite a lot of fun. And slowly working out where the lines are for the different pieces of this thing before we can publish it to Hex, so other people can use it too. I want to make it database agnostic. I know I talk a lot about not database agnosticism being not ideal. But I think in this one case, since this is an admin UI you mount on lots of different applications, it makes sense to have it be so. Plus, you're not going to be able to do things like static type checking of SQL because all the SQL is dynamically generated because it gets configured at runtime. So you already can't do that. Lovely. I'm not sure I care enough to try and change that now, though. So what have we got? We've got lots of tests. Do not use relative URLs. Then you kind of always need to know the. I'm not sure I do use any relative URLs anymore. Configure some fields to only show on a single record page. Yeah, that could be nice. I'm not sure I care very much though. Not yet, at least. Boolean type. That's going to be hard because you've got to. It depends upon whether it's a int or not. Non-int primary key, that would be useful. Date time would be really useful. Record creation, yeah, could be useful. I don't know, none of it's screaming out to me. Or should I do something else, folks? What do you think? Oh, maybe because it's like 2 in the afternoon. It might be about lunchtime. What was that? A bit jumpy. I keep hearing noises and be like, oh, what's going on? Just someone drove their car into my car. Okay, I suppose I could do some tests. I could try and figure out what this API should be like. I don't know. Maybe everything should have a relative URL. I don't know. I don't know, man. So the thing I'm wondering is, because this thing has to be mounted on other people's applications, and I'm currently saying it has to have this prefix thing, which is kind of rubbish. Where is it? You could have this prefix thing where you say under, and you give it a single path segment where it has to go under. It's a bit of a weird restriction that it's a single path segment. I also don't really understand why it's a middleware. If you make it a middleware, you can't actually apply anything to it. Okay. Yes. Maybe we make this not a middleware. And we just do that. Maybe that's the way to go. And we make these. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, let's try and do that then. Admin console. So not a middleware anymore, let's get rid of that. And path prefix. Try and give these clearer names. We can abstract over the connection, I guess. Oh, that would be a nice thing to do. We could. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this and then try and abstract it further, so this doesn't have to know anything about the way that the SQL is being executed. That sounds fine to me. Cool. Let's do that. Lovely. Okay, so how's this going to work? Is it the library's responsibility for handling the prefix at that point? I'm not sure. Oh, it's all getting very exciting out there. Yeah, it does make it somewhat more complicated because you're always going to have to replicate it, right? Toot toot, somebody's beeping the horn. Yeah, it was kind of nice because then you could just mount it in front of your router. You could have if you had that as a middleware, then you have like, oh look, and now, you know, here's my usual router, but now you've got to put it in your router. Is that better? And it knows how to do the matching for you? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe middleware is still better. Disadvantages of middleware. You can't easily add your own. You can't easily add your own headers and things to the response. I'm not sure. Okay, let's. I'm uncertain enough, so let's bat this further down the road. Let's undo these things, and instead, load file. Yes. Transparent should inject before. What do you mean by that, Toka? Tolke. I said your name perfectly wrong. Load file. Okay, cool. So let's change this database thing to query execute query execute query. This will be a function that takes an SQL query, and it's going to take a list of SQL query values, and it's going to return a result of list of something row. It's a bit weird that it's like two different things at the same time. No, it shouldn't be list of row. It should be list of query. No. SQL.query value. Is that right? Does it really return query values? Oh no, it's just called value. It's not called query values. The query values are a different thing. It's just values. That's why it doesn't make any sense. It's a value. It should be injected into the router with a defined prefix. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying keep it with the design it currently has at the moment. Query error. Oh, what a horrible signature that is. What a nightmare of a signature. Execute query. Is it? Oh. Okay. So I need to wrap it a wee bit more then. That's fine, I can do that. So I need to wrap it slightly more. To be this. Convert query executor. Parameters, I will spell it wrong every time. Every time. I'm still spelling it wrong. It is now going to return a list of rows. Yeah. Oh. Go like com. Parameters. Parameters. Oh, that's a new one. A new spelling mistake. It's always that one though. Convert query executor. Execute. Query. Okay. And then I need to yank that. And where's my context defined? Here we go. Nice. No, that's wrong. Nice. Cool. Well, that type checks. Does it? No, it doesn't. So what do I want the API to be here? I want to have import SQL PGO. PGO. And make executor. No, that was fine. Maybe I do. PGO. Connection. What was the horrible old type that this thing's gonna have, eh? There we go. Gosh, it's so horrible. Nice. Nice. And so now I can say execute query is going to be PGO. No. SQL PGO make executor of the database. Hey, there we go. Nice. I think it still works. Nice. No. Oh, because it's already running somewhere? There we go. Okay, so now... I was going to ask, now this doesn't depend upon PGO at all. Is that true? Oh, yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, okay, so now the code doesn't depend upon the database at all. Nice. Nice. Where's my... There it is. And it still loads. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Whoever wrote this code is like semi-competent. Definitely at least very slightly competent. Nice. Okay, this is getting cool. Getting very handy. Quite happy with that. I mean, this is like actually at a point where this is kind of usable now. I mean, don't get me wrong, the user experience is pretty not amazing. Oh, should we test that searching still works? Okay, and what's something that will, so if I search for, I'm trying to see someone who's got all the example ones. Okay, cool. And I'm trying to see a substring that exists in, let's search for P. Or everything's got a P in it. I'm trying to see a string that is in people's name and somebody else's email. When... No, those are both... I mean, it looks like it's working. I want to see both at the same time, though. Let's edit one of them to say... Captain Go-Go. Hap, you're going to get... Hap, go. There we go. Oh, we could do the back button, really. It's a bit awkward, this. Okay. Go. Search. Success. Good. Okay. Nice. I'm very happy with this. Like, this is almost usable. This is like totally sort of inching its way towards being useful for something. Oh, there's a back button here. Oh, that goes all the way back. It's not perfect. It could be improved an awful lot. Cool. Okay. I think that'll do. I think that'll do me for the day. In which case, I'm gonna it looks really cool. Nina, you're being far too kind. This is literally just Pico CSS. Any coolness, but like I think it's usable. I think the saving grace for this is that it's not to be shown to customers. You know, it's just an internal tool. We can polish it up a little bit, add features as need be, but this could start to be used by people's small applications. I think that could be pretty handy. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, it's pretty. I mean, this is horrible, but like, it's totally. Yeah, it's like it's somewhere. Thank you, Pico CSS, the real hero of the whole day. And now I'm gonna. Oh, everybody I follow is offline. Everybody I follow is offline. I suppose it is Sunday. So who are we gonna watch now? I need someone to I'm gonna have lunch because I'm getting pretty hungry. That's the real motivation for stopping. And I want someone good to watch. Who should it be? I'm not sure I know any of these people. That looks a video game. That's a video game. That's a video game. These are all video games. Wow, they were like everybody's a game person today. What's this one? French though. Okay. A dog robot. That doesn't even say what they're doing. Wow, I didn't know any of these people. You stream just Gleam programming? Yeah. I'm the person who invented Gleam. Gleam is a functional programming language. It's wicked. You should try it. You should try it by going to gleam.run and clicking, oh, so close, the try Gleam button there, and it'll take you to an editor where you can learn it online, go through the whole language. It's a fairly thorough course. And yeah. And if you really like it, you could support development by sponsoring. It's open source project. We've got no money. I live off this. So yeah, I just stream Gleam. I've done a little bit of Rust, but the problem is my computer, because the compiler's written in Rust. So I've done a little bit of Rust streaming, but the problem is that my computer just really isn't powerful enough to handle both those things at the same time. So I kind of use streaming as an opportunity to work on Gleam stuff, which is nice. It's important for me to like do enough Gleam. So I know what it's like to be a Gleam user, because it's very easy if you're making something to be very focused on the angle of a maintainer or creator of the thing, and not really have a good connection to what it's like to be a user of the thing. And I think you really do need that to be to use a product well, to develop a product well rather. So as much Gleam as possible. Also, it's fun. I like Gleam. It's nice to work with. Folks, I'm really going to need a suggestion for who we raid, because I don't recognize any of these people, and like most of them are doing game dev in French, and I'm not very good at French. How many people are contributing to it? That's a cool question. Should we do that? Let's just do a few non-programming questions. Well, let's do a few Gleamy bits before we go. And then people can decide how we're going to do. Who we're going to do? That sounds weird. Who we're going to raid? Why does it keep logging me out? Why does Safari constantly log me out of GitHub? That's so annoying. Can I see? Here we go. So we've got a whole bunch of stars. That's pretty cool. 16,000 stars, man. That's wild. I remember we had like 10. So let's look at the last year. In the last year, we've had 42 contributors, and some of them are pretty meaty stuff. Giacomo and Armin have just done like absolutely amazing work. The language wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for those two. They are my absolute heroes. I think there's a game jam or some sort of... Oh, it's Holla Holla, we done boys. One of the best names. Just so good. There's a game jam or some sort of game making marathon going on. Oh, is that why we were talking about marathon earlier? Okay, so it's like everybody's doing the whole marathon thing. This one just says Linux. Just Linux, like nothing else. Game development, français. Français. I like the rolling of the R's in French. It's good fun. So I'm thinking about stopping my French not very good app-based learning, because it's not going anywhere. And I think about learning British Sign Language and do it with an actual class. That'd be really fun. I would love to be able to sign. I'm doing something with my hands. I have no idea what. I don't know any signing at all. I really want to learn signing. You can raid Top Learn. I don't know who that is. Is it, who is that? Top Learn. You can raid Top Learn. Well, where are they? I can't even see them. From France? Are they doing it in French though? Where are they? I just searched for Top Learn and I didn't see them, pal. Are they like on the next page or something? Top Learn. If I search in here. Top Learn. There isn't anyone called Top Learn. It's all getting very exciting in the road outside my house. There's lots of folks milling about. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pick one at random, aren't I? Because I don't know who any of them are. No, so not plugins, not Unity. Designing oh, this is Go. Oh, this is like making a VPN or something? Should we see what they're like? How's my volume? Am I going to deafen everyone? Oh, it's an advert. I don't want to watch somebody else's advert. I'm gonna. There we go. Oh. From France. I saw it on the first page. Well, I don't know. I don't speak French. Oh, this advert's too long. Ignore the advert. Look at my lovely Gleam. Ooh. Run an advert so I don't have the pre-roll ads. Come on. Come on, right.
Sup. Incredible cybersecurity prowess is also responsible for the Ticketmaster hack. Good job, guys.
He's watching a video. I'm watching a video of somebody watching a video. I don't want to watch a video. I want to see programming. Gosh, it's so hard to just like find someone to raid, eh? And like if all your, I think Sunday is just the dead zone. So what about this one? You got a dog. That sounds cute. I'm in a video watching. I'm watching a video of someone watching a video. Quick, someone stream. Actually, yeah. If anyone wants to stream, I'll raid you.
Or something like that. You earn 5,000 if you work at the cinema. It's really
What is
good.
this? What are they doing?
If he's playing the stream the usual though, then yes,
What is this?
better for me.
Don't
Yes.
recognize this UI.
The only caveat is I might stream a little bit late because
No stream of user. Oh,
Probably like
Jack,
30
come on.
minutes later than usual because I am going to a Twitch Melbourne meetup next
Oh, it's got a dog. Should we just do it?
same day. So
What is it? What do they do?
A little bit iffy with the timing, but we should be good. Because I'm going to.
Oh, it's games. They're all games. Everything's games. It's so annoying. Where's all my boring business programming streamers? Everyone's too busy having fun, making cool things with like graphics and animations and all these things that like everyone's actually interested in. Stop making art and start making spreadsheets. Come on, guys. Well, there's one here that just says an image editor. That sounds cool. It says pause though. This is TypeScript. Okay. Let's have a look at this one, eh? Come on, Mike. Oh. Oh. Are they going to talk, do you think? I can't hear anything.
Не, какой-то пайдинг есть все-таки, да?
It's not English! Oh no!
Нет. Ладно.
The hardest bit of streaming is finding somebody stream. Okay, we're gonna have to pick a game dev then, aren't we? AI navigation bug fixes. Sure, why not? Let's do it. I just want to check they're speaking English, and then I'm good. Say something. Say something.
Okay.
Say something. Say something. Stop chewing and say something.
I don't think the loss of precision in this will hurt.
English. Yeah.
Because the stopping distance is like.
Oh, wicked. Okay, let's do it, friends. I'm gonna watch this one. Another capoeira. Backwards though, I can do that too. That's Layla Porter from MS. I'm assuming that's Microsoft and not like Marks and Spencer's or something. Let's do it. Boom. Let's go, friends. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's been great. I promise to not wait another 13 days before the next stream. It's going to be like 12 tops. Anything else to say? No, that's it. Thank you very much to the YouTube folks as well. Bye, YouTube. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye.